Greetings, this is Russ Moody bringing you a Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report. This is going to be 1500 points of Orcs and Goblins versus 1500 points in Dwarves. And we'll look at my list. I've got 42 Orc Orc Biggins with dual choppas. I've got 60 plus Knight Goblins with 2 Fanatics, and then I've got 2 units of 2 regular trolls, even though they look like regular trolls and regular trolls. And then I've also got an Arachnarok spider. This mission was the Dawn of War, so we had random deployment. So I ended up with my warp spider and my 2 trolls away from my general, where I could not help the trolls out. And he's got a block of warriors with hand weapon and shield. He's got a grudge thrower. He's got a cannon. He's got the anvil, an anvil of doom. There we go. And one unit that ended up on its own was a unit of longbeards. So my turn. The trolls move forward, and both my Night Goblins and my Biggins failed their animosity rolls and were out of range to charge because he deployed on the very back of the table. So my spider moves around here to the left to try and do something, and it gets injured from the anvil casting on it and some shooting. I think a cannonball got it. Anyway, so next turn the Night Goblins pass their animosity. This unit, they failed animosity again, and everything else tries to move up, as you can see. And the spider moves up towards to try and eat some guys. And at this point, it's getting anyway. On his turn, he gets it down to 1 wound remaining. So my turn, after shooting, I again move up. My Night Goblins pass, and so they move up, and the Fanatics end up getting triggered. And because so there they go, but neither of them hit the unit, and these guys finally pass and actually get to do something. So, and then I try and cast Hand of Gork and fail. So the trolls, they've just been stomping forward this whole time, and there's the Arachnarok, which fails the charge. And here he brings in a unit of miners, and then he uses the anvil to send them into the trolls, and you see my trolls end up playing. And then he charges my spider, and now it's got 1 wound remaining. Remember that, okay? Now here on my turn, so the spider manages to survive that combat. And my turn, the Night Goblins go in, and I end up charging. I threw my own guys. Well, first I charged the miners, and then he fled. So then I had to charge and kill off my own Fanatics. So, and these guys continue to flee. And my spider, you can see it again. He fails to wound it, and it takes off yet another group of those guys. He gave his longbeards, I think, just had hand weapons, so he's on 6s to wound my spider, which is why he's having such a hard time with it. And my stomp rolls are actually pretty good. And here, eventually, he actually failed his leadership test and he was too far away from his VSB. My spider ran him down, so it actually at least got his points back. And right here, I win combat, but he's steadfast, so he sticks it out. And I reform to be deep to try and break steadfast next time, which I don't know, maybe it was a mistake. Because anyway, he rallies these guys, and then he again uses his anvil to sorry. Yeah, so he rallies those guys, and then some shooting, kills the spider, and he drops a stone on my Biggins, and then he charges in. He uses the anvil and charges those miners in, and they won combat and beat me, and I fled. I did manage to rally on my turn, and And then his turn. He dual charges. I flee, and that roll I believe is double sixes on his roll to chase to his charge. So I did not get away. He destroys them. And there's the final remaining shot of the board. Yeah. So this game comes down to the simple fact that I failed 3 animosity tests on my unit of Biggins. That's right, 3 ones on like turn 1, turn 2, and turn 4. So they were never in range to do anything. I don't know what the odds of that are really bad. And so anyway, I think future lists I'm gonna go ahead and spring for the Black Orc BSB or Black Orc General, just because the last 3 or 4 games, animosity has just absolutely ruined my chances of winning. So I'm gonna spring for the Black Orc and suppress the animosity, and we'll go from there. Anyway, thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed it.